My name is Lance Wood. My practice is solely defending service members accused of crimes. I come from a military family. My grandfather was in the Navy in World War II. My father was in the Marine Corps. I ended up joining the Air Force. In my family, there was an expectation of service and of helping others. It was important for me to keep up that family legacy of dedication to the country within the military. There's tremendous pressure to prosecute these cases, whether they're guilty or innocent. And what motivates me is they've got the entire weight of the government bearing down on them. And I'm that one person standing between them and those accusations they're facing.
When I was stationed in Arizona, there were some wrongful accusations made against me, sexual in nature. Out of the blue, out of left field, wasn't expecting anything like that to be said about me.
When I found out Gabe was accused, of course it was pure shock initially, like, could this possibly be true? But at the same time, I knew my husband well, and I knew that there was no way that this could possibly be true. And I determined I'm gonna stand in his corner and I'm gonna fight for him and with him.
It was like my world was upside down. Everything all of a sudden was vulnerable, at risk. My career, my family life, my marriage. It was a terrible feeling.
What made us choose military trial defenders over other firms was just the experience that they had specifically with military law, and particularly these types of cases.
Lance has a great reputation. He's very professional. Never could find anything other than top-notch, A+, across the board. Ultimately, Lance was alongside me the whole step of the way. He was always available to take my phone calls or answer my questions. If he wasn't available, he was always very fast to get back to me. So I could leave him a message or shoot him a text and he'd always respond. The burden was gone, and I just looked at Lance and I just wanted to hug him. Like, you were right, you were there the whole way, and now I feel like, in a way, he saved my life. I would recommend it to anybody. In fact, I wouldn't recommend anybody else.
The incident that led me to seek counsel with Mr. Wood would be I was accused of inappropriately touching another service member. In the Army, you have what's called a GOMAR, which was imposed against me. It's a general officer letter of reprimand. It affects your career, it affects your evaluations, and I probably wouldn't make it to the next rank. So when I first called Lance Wood, and immediately I started spilling my guts, about the situation. They're saying I did this, I did not do this, and he immediately calmed me down and said, hey, I'm gonna take care of you, don't worry about it. But after speaking with Lance, I felt that sense of hope, and maybe, just maybe, that I can get through this. And so the results of my case after meeting with Lance is my GOMAR was immediately withdrawn, which means that there's no action negatively affecting me right now. It was completely withdrawn. So if someone was in my particular situation, I would absolutely 100% recommend military trial defenders.
When that service member calls me or comes through my door, they're being faced with the most serious accusation outside of murder that there can be, and that's of sexual assault allegation. And so their world is really crumbling around them. It is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But with these types of cases, there's a presumption of guilt. And I'm there to help that person through the most difficult thing that's ever happened in their life.